Hey, y'all. So I'm about to do one of my self-care Sunday routines, which is giving myself a facial. I have recently been in esthetician school, so I learned how to do this in school. But this is not something I was familiar with. I had never really had a facial until like this year. Okay, and that was from being in school. So let's break out the products. Let me show y'all how to do it, how you can self-care at home. Now, these are dermalogical products, which are kind of expensive. But I'm pretty sure you can find like a cheaper brand to play around with to start off with, and then maybe get into like the more expensive ones, or just pay for a facial. This facial that I'm about to give myself is about like $150. I started off with a pre-cleanse. Now I'm just cleaning. This is a regular cleanser, and like I said, this is a couple steps that does take a little minute. But I don't pay for my maintenance. I do my own nails, my own hair, my own facials. It saves me a lot of money. And I like doing it for myself. I do it in my own time, my own pace. I'm not rushing to get anywhere. I'm not dealing with nobody's attitude. It's done the right ways. I know how I like things. So that's just me for right now. Um, yes, I'm doing it really sloppy. I would not drown a regular client if I was doing this with somebody else. This is just me doing it for myself. That's a toner. This is the exfoliator. I mix the toner and exfoliator together because you're supposed to mix it with like some water or like a water-based or a liquid or whatever. But why not use toner? When I actually got my facial done by a professional, she used the toner and the exfoliant together, and I asked her about that. And there was a little trick that I learned from her, and I just loved it ever since. Like, you can't go wrong with toner, okay? And so I make the toner and exfoliator, and I put it all over my face, make sure I get a good little lather on there. And then I bought this little steamer off of like Shein. I think it was like $5. I can't even hold you. You can't really tell in the video, but it's pushing out a lot of steam. Don't put it close up on your face because you don't want to get burnt. But of course, you want to open them pores up and get it in there. I usually let my exfoliator sit on my face for like a few minutes. I'm like 5 minutes or so. I had just gotten out the shower before I started this video, so my pores were pretty open. And I just went over it with the steamer just to add a little extra razzle dazzle. Of course, again, don't drown your clients or drown yourself trying to do this, but to me, it was just quick for the video. I do these every 2 to 3 weeks. It has definitely helped my skin a lot, a lot, a lot. I've always had acne really bad, even as an adult. So, taking care of my skin has been only a priority for me like this year, and I'm 37. Okay, so if I can do it, you can do it. This is a mask. This mask sits on for about 10 minutes. So when I put this on, I usually do other parts of my body that kind of pass the 10 minutes, because when you're an esthetician and somebody is sitting under there for 10 minutes, it's just like your clean up time. This is like the time you fill out some paperwork or whatever, however. I'm not doing all that. I'm taking care of myself. So I'm moisturizing with some shea butter. Again, I just got out the shower, keeping my skin nice and moist. Ignore my tan lines for me walking outside. But yeah, I am oiling myself down. This is what I do on Sundays to try to just give myself that extra razzle dazzle. I do try to keep up with my maintenance throughout the whole week, but of course Sundays are just extra. Like I do the extra mile. This is sunflower and olive oil, like extra virgin olive oil. I'm just oiling my hair and greasing my scalp, making sure that my locks aren't dry and they're nice and moisturized. Again, this is the extra razzle dazzle that I do on like Sundays, just to give myself that extra kind of love that I've always been missing, and making sure I don't skip any steps. Anything that I knew that I needed to do throughout the week and probably didn't have the time or the energy or just didn't get to, I make sure I get it done on Sundays, because with Self Care Sunday without the self care, like that is the priority day. Like to just take care of myself and my children, because I give them self care on Sundays too. Every other Sunday I rotate to where that that Sunday that I take predominantly care of myself, I put that extra time into myself. If I'm doing self care for my kids on Sundays, I usually just give myself a little self care and then try to fit the rest of it in throughout the week. But on my Sundays, I do all of the razzle dazzle, okay? So this is me all in my hair. I haven't put oil in my hair about 2 weeks probably. So this was well needed. I do wet my hair on a regular basis. But I haven't actually oiled it and like massaged it in. I still have all my edges. Like, if you don't have to put hard or like heavy chemicals and extra stuff in your hair, like me, then get you some olive oil. That bottle was $1. From the Dollar Tree. Well, $1.25. Um, but yeah, you can't go wrong with two natural oils. But that mugging, man. And if you can't tell, I smell the fuck good. I smell like olive oil and shea butter at this point. You can't go wrong with that, okay? You cannot go wrong with that. I try to keep things as simple and as natural as possible because it's less work that I have to do and probably more better ingredients, I guess. Like even Dermalogica that I'm using, even though that it is more expensive, it is a vegan product line, and I love that. I'm washing all the oils and stuff off of my hand before I wash my face, but again, I only use shea butter and olive oil, so even if my hands are a little oily or they have a little extra left on them after I wash my hands twice, I'm not mad at that being on my face because it's going to moisturize me. It's going to give me that extra oil. This is the toner, and the toner, same toner that I mixed earlier. This is the moisturizer. So we're just going to follow up with some moisturizer. And if you can't tell, my skin is already super glowing, and my arms look nice and moisturized. My face looks nice and moisturized. And my hair is nice and moisturized. This was like a 30-40 minute process that I just sped up until about 8 minutes. But you get the point. You have to take care of yourself. Make it a day.